Yeah, it's Pancho, and let's jump into today's news. Of course, we're gonna start off with some new music here. For starters, we got Murray, who released a song unexpectedly today called Durant, and let me tell you this much. My guy went off with that pen. You could tell he had a lot to get off his chest because there's no hooks. There's no choruses until like the very end as the outro. Then J.I. previewed a new song called Black Roses. We got Lil Z Vert previewing a new dance record that we don't know the title of or release date yet. Lil Durk posted on social media his OTF's Loyal Bros 2 album track list that includes King Von, Lil Zay Osama, Kodak Black, and plenty more. And finally, we have a new Juice WRLD song being released called Face to Face this Thursday. They actually previewed a bit of this on Juice WRLD Day, and the bit that they played, this honestly sounds like a hit. Just to stay on the topic of music really quick, Rich Forever finally reunited. We haven't seen them together for a while because we had Famous Dex getting some help to overcome something that I won't mention on here out of respect. Jay Critch been grinding with his music, and Rich the Kid been making great business rollout with his music. Like, look at this. Dude barely released music but had a mixtape project with Lil Wayne, and from what I heard, he's doing behind the scene moves, so that's why we haven't seen too much of him lately. Today, Spotify gifted Bad Bunny 3 fire pieces of rings for being the #1 streamed artist on Spotify for 3 years in a row. Numero uno! Then, it is reported by Mary Sue that Metro Boomin is producing the music for the new animated Spider-Man Across the Universe movie that's scheduled to release in summer of 2023. Now let's get into today's news. For starters, it's being reported that Jack Harlow is going out with Dua Lipa. And yes, Dua Lipa, she's like a 3-time Grammy Award-winning artist, a 6-time Brit Award-winning artist, and I mean the list keeps going on and on. I just can't list it all, but shout out to her because it's like a crap ton if you really do your research. Jack Harlow actually made a song, now they think of it, called Dua Lipa off of his Come Home the Kids Miss You album, and it's all starting to make sense. I think it was like track 5, I want to say. Yeah, I think it was like track 5 of the album. Next, we have Akademiks snapping on a stream today. Now, before I get into this, I'm not trying to stir anything. I'm not trying to create a new narrative in any sort, and if I'm wrong, please let me know. But long story short, during his live stream, he stated that Young Miami is Diddy's side chick. Carisha was pretty upset at him because he posted news about Diddy's new baby mama that goes by the name of Dana Tran, and my God, she's bad. Now, Akademiks also stated how you could buy a Young Miami. Buying her things makes her shut up. She should have picked up that her and Diddy weren't exclusive by the way he was answering her questions while he was being interviewed by her a while back. And she's the woman holding up signs for him getting these treatments. Fast forward all the statements that Akademiks was making on his live stream, Diddy decided to have his piece to say on Twitter. He said, Young Miami is not my side chick, never has been, never will be. She's very important and special to me, and I don't play about my shawty wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. So think what you want, but know that if you do something to hurt mine, I'm gonna come to your house and we're gonna talk about it like human beings. After all of that, Saucy Santana now jumps into this mix. On Twitter, a fan wrote to him saying, I can't wait for Saucy Santana to drag Akademiks when he sees them. Stop playing about his best friend, Young Miami. Saucy Santana then replied back to that fan saying, that's the thing, you never see that. We outside though. Akademiks slaps back at that fan tweet when they said they can't wait for Saucy to drag Big Ak. Akademiks said that there's no dragging because they're both dudes. Ak said he'll even set up the meeting if Saucy was really about it, and goes even a step further to tell Saucy where he'll be at in the very near future and the exact locations in Miami. If you're interested, some of the cast from Wild 'N Out actually have their own show called the 85 South Show, which Snoop Dogg just did an interview with them. And in the interview, he actually talked about how he bought Death Row along with other things. So if you're like really interested in that, give it a listen. Before we get into today's headlining news, here's a quick update on Young Thug. Stemming from a May 2021 incident, they actually just added 4 new charges against him, which include reckless driving, speeding, and street racing. For today's headlining news, it's of course going to deal with the whole Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion case. It's day 2 of the trial. Megan Thee Stallion took the case, stated everything we basically heard from her before, except with more emotion. And that's really it for today. On the way to court, we heard someone say this though.
Hey, Megan, why you lying on that boy? Why you lying
Is it the truth or a lie?
Look good in that girl.
Then outside the court, there were fans holding signs saying stand with Meg. For tomorrow, as in day 3 of the trial, there's chatter going around that her friend Kelsey might be taking the stand. So we're gonna have to wait and see about that. Besides that, that's it for today's news. If you could like this video and share it with just about anyone you possibly know, it'll be greatly appreciated. Shout out to Fat Joe, soy Pancho, y ya.
So the pros and cons of celibacy: you get more money, you stack way more money, but you know it's lonely at night and it's hard. It's very hard what I'm doing right now. I'm going through the celibacy, but you know sometimes I feel. What's that? Turn that up. What's that? This how we do, nigga. Big boy shit. Big boy pizza, nigga. This shit like, hold on. This shit like 12, 13. Nah, how long is this? No freaky. Can I say foot long? This a foot long, no freaky.
I want to tell you this morning though, on some boss up talkers, you got to be the first one to give yourself an opportunity before another motherfucker can. Give yourself an opportunity. What is that? Give yourself an opportunity, man. Get up that much more earlier, man. Go that much more harder. Stay up that much more longer. Give yourself an opportunity to be great. That's before anybody else will. You can have it however you want it. Trust me. Have it however you want it. But you got to go and get it. You got to earn it. They ain't going to give it to you. You with it? Let me know.
Look at this lobster. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
The big lobster for the big birthday.
Good job!
Oh my God! My son just got first place. Look at the camera.
Look at the camera.
Look at you just got first place in Super Mario. How old are you? Bobby, how old are you?
I'm 2.
When's your birthday?
In February 6th.
February 6th. That's right. And you out here killing the game.